¿Qué pasa, YouTube? 6ftHax here. Happy guys, today Pokemon Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle number 100, which is crazy, man. I never really thought that I was gonna get up to 100 Wi-Fi battles when I first started uploading, and a couple months later, it's almost been a year since Sun and Moon has come out, and if you don't count Draft League battles or live Wi-Fi battles, this is my official 100th Pokemon Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle, which is just a little surreal to me, honestly, man. Uploading is by far just one of the few things in life that I really do enjoy doing, and without you guys I wouldn't be here. And I know I say it a lot, and I don't really know how to properly put it into words, but just thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for the constant support, for the comments, for sharing the videos. I don't think since I started doing Citra that a single Wi-Fi battle has ever got less than like 100 likes, which is really awesome, honestly, man. It's just to know that I can get that constant support, and just to know that I can upload for you guys and entertain y'all and inform y'all and share fun teams that I have with y'all or that I found. It's just that's one of the things that I really enjoy about uploading, man. Just entertaining you guys in general, and just thank you so much for sticking with me. I really would like for you guys to comment down below letting me know not only if you like this little like face cam feature. This is kind of something I've thought about doing for a while now, but I decided since it's battle 100 I'm gonna go ahead and do it. But I would also like for you guys to comment down below letting me know what was your first Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle that you saw from me, whether it be battle number 1 or battle number 30 or 50 or 70 or 95 or even 99. Let me know in the comment section below. I would really like to see and like kind of get an idea of when you guys like really started coming to the channel. Now, if you guys didn't see my upload from yesterday, this battle was originally supposed to be against Weedle Twin Needle, but I guess things kind of fell through, so it's straight. But I am battling Jastified. I don't even remember my boy's name, but I got it off my Discord. I'm using this really awesome rain team, and I feel so bad that I forgot the name of the person who gave it to me, because when my teams got deleted like 3 days ago, the name along with the person also got deleted. So if you see this, man, please let me know in the comment section below, and we'll leave your channel link and stuff down in the description, as well as for my opponent. So of course, if you guys do enjoy this and are excited that we've hit 100 Pokemon Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battles, hammer that like button down below, and we can go ahead and get this game started. So as you can see for my team, I got a rain team. Going into this battle, the biggest threats on my opponent's team were going to be easily that Raikou, and then Mega Bee could be a really huge nuisance depending on how things go, and if I lose my Buzzwole, Band-Aid, or Double Dance Terrakion can be a giant problem. On the bright side though, is if I'm able to get up Rain, Kingdra plus Mega Swampert put in a whole lot of work. So he ends up leading off with his Beedrill, as I'm going to be leading off with my Scizor. I know the Bullet Punch is way too obvious turn 1, so he's actually going to go ahead and hard switch directly into his Fortress. Good thing for me is that U-turn actually does enough damage to where Fortress, it's outside of sturdy range, so I'm going to be able to take this opportunity to just go ahead and Hydro Pump. I thought that maybe he would switch directly into the Latios, but at the same time, as you can see, I do a clean 35% to that Latios on the switch in. So expecting him to either just go for the Draco Meteor or maybe Psyshock, I switched directly into my Scizor. This is luckily a very defensive Scizor, so I can easily chew up a Draco Meteor. It does do a pretty solid amount of damage, 40-ish%, as it turns out that he's Life Orb, which is some good information for me, because this means that I'm going to be able to wear him down a little bit easier. Also, with me getting off that Hydro Pump damage and the Life Orb recoil damage on this Latios, he can no longer safely switch in to my Kingdra or to my Swampert, especially if they're going to be in the rain. So I end up going for the Roost here, expecting him to actually want to switch out, but he pulls out the Hidden Power Fire. And if you guys saw the HP number, I'm actually back up to the exact same amount of HP as I was before he went for the Hidden Power Fire. So I can easily take another one as long as he doesn't get a higher damage roll if that was a min roll, or as long as he doesn't crit me. So either way, my best play in this scenario is to go for the Roost. Having Scizor at max HP in this matchup is going to be very, very good for me because I can consistently check the Latios and I can consistently check that Mega Beedrill. So in comes the Fortress, he gets his sturdy back, but as I mentioned earlier, U-turn does about 1 or 2% more than what leftovers is going to be recovering back to him. This gives me a free switch into my Swampert as he actually goes for the Volt Switch. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I did not expect him to Volt Switch. I honestly thought that he was just going to take this chance to get up a Stealth Rock, so I looked like a Don when I switched into my Swampert, but I didn't predict Volt Switch at all. But I am in a pretty good scenario now because I really have no reason to not just go for the Rain Dance. Fortress is his only physical wall on his team, so once I'm able to weaken this or knock it out, I'm going to be doing a whole lot more damage with my Swampert, and his Fortress is his only switch in to a Choice Banded Leech Life coming from Buzzwole. Yeah, I guess Mega Beedrill 4 times resist it, but Mega Beedrill doesn't have the best physical defense around, so I will probably be able to do a whole lot of damage to that. As he gets up his rocks, I get up my rain. He then goes for the Gyro Ball. Doesn't do entirely too much damage as Waterfall looks like it's a solid 3 KO. And because of that damage I got off on the Latios, he can't safely switch that into a Waterfall and then live Ice Punch. So I'm going to be able to punish anything that he either wants to switch into the Swampert, or I'm going to be able to punish this Fortress and knock it out. And he does decide just to sack off the Fortress, trying to get off as much damage as possible on my Swampert. As down goes the Fortress, I have one more turn of rain, which is really good for me, as in comes the Crawdaunt. I do have a small chance to knock out Crawdaunt at full HP, and because I don't exactly have a safe switch in to Adaptability Adamant Life Orb Crawdaunt, I'm going to take the chance of the roll. He does just barely live though, and he's going to be able to finish me off with the knockoff. If he had the Aqua Jet, I think I did actually just barely live it, even in the rain, so I am going to be able to make it a double down as I bring back in my Scizor. Scizor is honestly the best Pokemon I have to bring in on this double down because he most likely is going to want to bring in his Beedrill just to go ahead and Mega Evolve it. If he had brought in the Latios, that might have been a little bit annoying because a Hidden Power Fire, I think, is a roll to knock me out. So good thing for me that he did end up bringing in the Mega Beedrill, as this turn I'm going to go ahead and just go for my own U-turn. I really thought about going for the Bullet Punch, but it didn't knock him out. While it did do a decent bit of damage, I would much rather get Switch Initiative than allow him to get Switch Initiative. As he actually switches into his Latios, I'm guessing he did expect me to go for the Roost, because that honestly wouldn't have been a bad play on my part at all. Just scouting out to see what the Mega Beedrill wanted to do, or scouting out to see what his initial switch into my Scizor was going to be. So with me getting rid of the Latios, he is now able to get Switch Initiative, but by bringing in my Buzzwole, I basically force him to bring in this Raikou, and as long as Raikou is not Life Orb, Specs, or Z-Move, I can live any one hit. But as you guys can see, he does turn out to be Z-Move, which I think depending on which Z-Move it is, I may actually still be able to live, but because it is Gigavolt Havoc, there is no chance a non-HP or a non-Spadef bulky Buzzwole is going to be living this hit. The great thing about this is that I managed to make him burn his Z-Move. Now, with Latios being gone and Fortress being gone, all I have to do is bring in my Uxie at this point and hope that he doesn't have the Substitute. If this Raikou had Substitute, then he probably would have been able to just win right here with the Raikou. The fact that he goes for Calm Mind is actually still a little bit terrifying, but it's not as scary as if he was sub Calm Mind. And I know Calm Mind 3 attacks Raikou is very common in UU, so I'm able to get up my rain here. This next turn he's going to go for a second Calm Mind, which honestly was the play he should have made, but The good thing about this is that this Uxie actually has Memento, so I'm gonna be able to go for the Memento and lower his special attack. If I'm not mistaken, it drops by 2. So it's only like he's got +2 Spadef and he's back down to neutral special attack. And Kingdra, only being neutral to electric type moves, is going to be able to live 1 Thunderbolt, and in return I can 2-hit KO him with the Hydro Pump if I had hit the Hydro Pump, that is. And unfortunately Thunderbolt is still a 2-hit KO, and unless I crit him here, I don't knock him out. And I don't think the combination of Surf plus Hydro Pump would have been enough to knock out this Raikou. So I do about 52% as he knocks me out. At this point, I'm down to my circuitries and my Scizor, and he still has Raikou, Terrakion, and the Mega Beedrill. So I'm gonna bring in my circuitries here. I'm just gonna go for the Thunderbolt. There's really nothing else I can do. As he actually switches into his Beedrill, maybe he thought I was gonna go for a Z move, which kind of does make sense, as I hit this Beedrill with the Thunder. And if you guys look at the damage calc on the screen, I literally just got absolute minimum damage. But the fact that I got min damage helps me out, because now if he wants to guarantee knocking out my circuitries, he has to go for either the Drill Run or the Poison Jab. So if he goes for U-Turn, I'm gonna live this, gain my +1 speed from Z Rain Dance, and if that's not Scarf Terrakion, I can in theory win with circuitries. But because he just knocked me out and he is paralyzed, this gives me a free switch into my Scizor. Now at this point, he doesn't know that I have Sword Dance. He probably thought I was more of a bulky set with Defog, which does make sense, because if you look at this team, it looks like Defog Scizor could really fit on it. But I'm actually Sword Dance, so that's probably why he didn't initially switch out this turn. So by going for a Sword Dance here, I can live any other move this Beedrill wants to go for and go for a second Sword Dance. Now this second Sword Dance ensures me that I have a chance to knock out that Raikou at 48% HP. The absolute minimum damage of Bullet Punch at +4 to Raikou is 47%. So knowing that I can live any non-crit move coming from this Beedrill after running the damage calc, I'm going to go ahead and go for the Roost, because this is going to allow me to take another hit from Beedrill and go for the third Sword Dance, putting me at +6. Putting me in basically a winning scenario, because I can knock out this Beedrill at +6. I guarantee knock out the Terrakion unless he's Focus Sashed, and Raikou is not going to be able to live +6 Bullet Punch if a +4 Bullet Punch at minimum damage does 47%, and we saw that Hydro Pump at least did 52%. So I'm able to knock out the Raikou here, and it all comes down to whether or not he's got the Focus Sash on Terrakion. If for some reason he had Babiri Berry, I don't think that that would have been able to save him, considering that I am at +6. So I go for the final Bullet Punch, and luckily it turns out that he doesn't have the Focus Sash, and Scizor is going to pull out the victory for the Narrow 1-0 and Wi-Fi battle number 100. So this, I thought, was still a really good battle, man. That Hydro Pump miss with Kingdra just absolutely scared me when it happened, because I really thought that I lost the game at that point. But good game to Jason. Again, guys, let me know what was the first Sun and Moon battle you saw from me, and if you guys would like to see more of this like little face cam style narration. And just here is to 100 more Wi-Fi battles, hopefully. Obviously when Ultra Sun and Moon come out, we're gonna be restarting from the beginning. But just thank you guys for all the constant support. If you're with me from day one, if you're with me from Sun and Moon, halfway through Sun and Moon, man, just thank you guys for the constant support. I really hope that y'all have been enjoying the content, and that you continue to enjoy the content and support the channel. And just thank you so much, guys. I really do mean it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. So I think I've rambled on enough. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Also, there is a playlist to all the previous 100 Wi-Fi battles on the little top screen over there, if you guys want to go check out a battle that you may have missed. So yeah, guys, later everybody.
Cause my brain and heart are both tied in a knot, and this hinders me from crying a lot. This causing me to show no emotion. But when I said I cared, I wasn't joking. But I guess it's too late for me to become broken. For now, I'm living with no more pain, tears, or hoping. I'm just coasting. Yeah, I said I'm coasting. No more pain, tears, and hoping. For real.